As a result of landing a buyer for the $369,000 house just a few weeks after putting it up for sale, Joy Anna Duggar has decided to part ways with the Fayetteville, Arkansas residence that she and her family have called home for the past 5 years. As the mother of 3, who is 26 years old, was getting ready to leave their home for good, she posted an emotional last photo of herself, her husband Austin Forsyth, and their children posing inside the empty house. Duggar, who is also known by her married name Joy Forsyth, rose to notoriety while participating in her family's renowned TLC reality program, 19 Kids and Counting, with her 18 siblings and her parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar. The show received a lot of attention, and despite the fact that she has been living away from her parents' house for a considerable amount of time, Duggar did not relocate very far away, as she moved into the property that is located just a few miles away from the family complex. On the other hand, it seems as though she could be moving on to new grounds, at least if her most recent Instagram photo is any indicator. The tweet had 2 photographs that Duggar posted with her followers. The first photograph depicts her and her husband standing in their empty kitchen with their 3 children after they had finished packing up their home. She commented, "This is our last family picture in our home, and it has been almost 5 years since we moved in. After relocating, we are a smelly and sweaty mess, but this image marks the beginning of a new journey. We are quite thrilled to find out what the next several years have in store for us." The second photo that Duggar included was the very first family photograph that they took after moving into the house. It depicts the proud parents standing on their front porch with their oldest kid, Gideon. This photo was added as a nostalgic homage to the memories that the family has built within the home. The family has undergone a great deal of transformation since that photograph was taken. More children have been added to the Duggar family, a daughter named Evelyn and a son named Gunnar. Following the arrest of her oldest sibling, Josh, on accusations of child pornography, the long-running reality series that her family had been airing was pulled from the air. Duggar herself has started, and then terminated, a successful YouTube channel, and 2 of her siblings, Jill and Jinger, have released their own Bombshell memoirs on what it was like to grow up under the family's controversial church, the Institute in Basic Life Principles, IBLP. Both of these memoirs are published by Duggar. For the former reality star, what does the future hold? It would appear that her followers are ready to find out. A commenter inquired, "Where are you all moving?" in a remark that was published underneath the photo, while another commenter questioned, "No way. Where do you plan to relocate to? An additional state?" Realizing one's dreams. In her Instagram stories, Joy shared some further information with her fans, saying, "We have always dreamed of living on some land, having room for the kids to roam, having a farm and all of that. And the next step that was appropriate for us was to relocate. And as a result, we had relocated about 2 weeks ago." In addition, she stated, "We have been living in a rental for some time now, but God answered a great number of prayers specifically for the rental that we were looking for and the neighborhood that we were looking in. Every day over what seemed like 4 or 5 months, we had been seeking for anything. There was a sense of serendipity about this one." In a playful manner, she said, "I'll have to give you guys a house tour very soon. However, we have already located ourselves in this residence. Everything went off without a hitch during the relocating procedure." The reality TV star, who has been in the public spotlight since she was a little child, said 2 months ago that she would be taking a break from her YouTube program in order to concentrate on her family instead. Renovation that is thoughtful. The house that she left behind, on the other hand, is situated on a plot of land that is nearly an acre in size and is characterized as being in a prime location with unsurpassed charm. The pair began a thoughtful makeover of the 1958 structure after acquiring the house in 2016. The remodel is designed to give modern comforts while yet preserving the property's original beauty. Due to the fact that the partnership has already secured a buyer for their investment, it would appear that the upgrades were successful. There are 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms included in the house that is 1,737 square feet in size. A living area, a dining area, and a kitchen are all open to one another in the arrangement that is naturally illuminated. Joy's social media photographs frequently feature the rebuilt interior, which features a neutral color scheme consisting primarily of white and gray. This color scheme can be found throughout the inside, deeply brimming with personality. The property is said to be brimming with character, and it has wood flooring throughout, wide windows, and built-ins incorporated into the design. In addition to granite countertops and stainless steel appliances, the contemporary kitchen features an island that is equipped with bar seating. The living area is located just a few steps away, and it features a fireplace that is surrounded by stone, in addition to having space for a dining table. The living area is improved by the addition of a sizable porch, which also provides a vantage point from which to host gatherings or simply take in the natural scenery. Tile flooring can be found in one of the renovated bathrooms, while the principal bathroom features a shower with huge tiles that resemble marble and vanity lighting that are positioned over the sink. In addition, there is a laundry room, ceiling fans, and curtains that reach from the floor to the ceiling on the windows. Kessler Mountain Regional Park, which features hiking and bike paths, is easily accessible from the land on which it is situated. According to the listing, the location is also quite handy, since it is only 2.5 miles away from the University of Arkansas and 1.5 miles away from the state highway. A regular on a reality program, Michelle and Jim Bob, who appeared in the popular reality series 19 Kids and Counting, have a total of 19 children, and Duggar is the sixth of those children. Up to its discontinuation in 2015, the TLC show was shown for a total of 7 years. Over the course of the episode, the Duggar family and their ever-growing family were tracked. After receiving reports of sexual molestation charges against the couple's son, Josh Duggar, the network decided to terminate the program. On the spin-off program Jill and Jessa, Counting On, which aired from 2015 until 2021 and featured some of the Duggar family members, Joy Duggar was also a cast member. It was a bittersweet day for Joy Anna Duggar and her husband, Austin Forsyth, as they posed for one last family photo inside their charming Arkansas home. After years of pouring love and care into the property, they made the difficult decision to sell it, marking the end of a meaningful chapter in their lives. The house, purchased for $369,000, had been much more than just a place to live. It was a reflection of the family's journey, filled with memories and thoughtful touches that made it a true home. As they stood in front of the camera, their children close by, Joy Anna couldn't help but reminisce about the years they had spent under that roof, the lessons learned, the love shared, and the many memories created. The couple had carefully curated every part of the property, adding elements that were not only functional but also sentimental. Now, as they prepared to leave it behind, they did so with full hearts, ready to embrace their next adventure, but not without a sense of nostalgia for the home they had built. The backstory: Joy Anna and Austin had always had a knack for making things their own. They were no strangers to home improvement projects and DIY ventures, often documenting their efforts on social media for their fans to follow. When they first laid eyes on the Arkansas property, they knew it was the perfect canvas for their growing family. The house wasn't in perfect condition, but that didn't matter. To them, it was an opportunity to turn a blank slate into something personal, something meaningful. Over time, they worked tirelessly to make the house a home. Austin, with his background in construction and home renovation, took on the bulk of the work, turning even the most outdated parts of the house into fresh, modern spaces. Joy Anna contributed her own touches, focusing on making the home a warm, welcoming space for their children. Together, they added thoughtful details, handcrafted furniture, cozy nooks, and even a backyard that became the perfect setting for family gatherings. But the home wasn't just about aesthetics. For Joy Anna and Austin, it symbolized stability, growth, and their commitment to one another and their family. It was in this house that they celebrated major life events like the births of their children, Gideon and Evelyn, and it was where they shared the everyday joys and challenges of family life. It was a place where they could retreat from the public eye and enjoy the simple pleasures of life in rural Arkansas. The decision to move. Despite the emotional attachment they had to the house, Joanna and Austin eventually made the decision to sell. There were a variety of factors that played into this choice. For one, their family was growing, and they realized they needed more space. While the Arkansas home had served them well, they felt it was time for a change, and they began looking for a new property that would better suit their needs. Another consideration was Austin's work. As a contractor and real estate investor, Austin was constantly on the lookout for new opportunities. Over the years, he had developed a reputation for buying, fixing up, and selling properties, and this home was no exception. While it had been a labor of love, Austin saw the potential in selling it and moving on to a new project. For Joanna, the decision to sell was more emotional. She had put her heart and soul into making the house a home for her family, and the thought of leaving it behind was difficult. However, she also recognized that this move was a necessary step in their journey. It was time to start a new chapter, and while they would always carry the memories of their time in the Arkansas home, they were excited about what the future held. The final photo. The decision to take one last photo inside the home was a significant one. Joanna and Austin wanted to capture this moment in time, to document the end of this chapter before moving on to the next. The photo was more than just a family portrait. It was a symbol of the memories they had created, the love they had shared, and the growth they had experienced as individuals and as a family. In the photo, Joanna, Austin, and their children stand in the living room, a space they had transformed into the heart of their home. Behind them, the walls are filled with family photos, evidence of the many happy moments they had spent together in the house. Their children, Gideon and Evelyn, stand close by, unaware of the significance of the moment, but happy to be with their parents. The photo was shared with fans on social media, where Joanna expressed her mixed emotions about leaving the home. She acknowledged the sadness she felt, but also emphasized the excitement of what was to come. The post received an outpouring of support from fans, many of whom had followed the family's journey from the beginning. They too felt a sense of loss, having watched Joanna and Austin build their lives in this home, but they were also excited to see what the future held for the family. Memories made in the home. The Arkansas home had been the backdrop for some of the most important moments in Joanna and Austin's lives. It was where they brought their children home from the hospital, where they celebrated birthdays and holidays, and where they shared countless everyday moments that made up the fabric of their family life. One of the most significant memories tied to the home was the birth of their second child, Evelyn. Joanna had shared her pregnancy journey with her followers, documenting both the highs and the lows. The moment they brought Evelyn home from the hospital was one of pure joy, and it was in this house that they spent those early days bonding as a family of 4. The home also played host to many gatherings with the extended Duggar family. Joanna's siblings often visited, and the house was filled with the laughter and chatter of cousins playing together. Family dinners, Bible studies, and impromptu game nights were regular occurrences, and the houses became a place where everyone felt welcome. For Austin, the house represented the culmination of years of hard work. He had poured countless hours into renovating the property, making it a space that was not only beautiful but functional for their growing family. Every room held a memory, every corner a story, and saying goodbye to the houses was a deeply emotional experience. Reactions from friends and family. When Joanna and Austin announced their decision to sell the house, it came as a surprise to many of their friends and family. The Duggar family had always been closely knit, and Joanna's home had been a gathering place for them over the years. Some family members expressed sadness at the thought of no longer visiting the Arkansas property, but they also understood the reasons behind the decision. Joanna's siblings were supportive, though many couldn't help but feel a tinge of sadness at the thought of losing a place that held so many memories. Her parents, Jim, Bob, and Michelle, were proud of the home Joanna and Austin had built, and while they understood the need for change, they too felt the weight of saying goodbye. The news of the sale also sparked reactions from their close friends. Many had watched Joy, Anna, and Austin build their life in the house, and they were there for the milestones that had made the home so special. Their friends offered words of encouragement, reminding Joy, Anna, and Austin that while the houses was important, it was the memories and the love they had shared that truly mattered. As Joy, Anna, and Austin prepared to leave their Arkansas home, they were excited about the future. They had already begun searching for their next property, and while they hadn't made any final decisions, they knew they wanted something with more space for their family to grow. For Austin, the move represented an opportunity to take on a new project, and he was eager to start the process of renovating and making a new house their own. Joy, Anna, too, was excited about the possibilities. While she would always cherish the memories they had made in the Arkansas home, she was looking forward to creating new ones in their next home. She had learned so much during their time in the house about marriage, motherhood, and the importance of making a house a home, and she was ready to apply those lessons to their new space. For their children, the move was a new adventure. Gideon and Evelyn were still young, and while they might not fully understand the significance of leaving the home behind, they were excited about the prospect of a new houses with more room to play and explore. Joy, Anna, and Austin were determined to make the transition as smooth as possible for them, focusing on the excitement of new beginnings rather than the sadness of saying,